In this video we have another trigonometric integral to evaluate, and I usually look for a U-substitution at the beginning unless I see something else that will work right away. And I want to point out also that sometimes this problem can be given, or problems like this can be given in a different form to get you to figure it out. So they could give it to you like this, and you look for the derivative of some expression and see if it gives you something that's multiplying this expression. So here we have the sine x multiplying this. You got the cosecant over here. These are not really related, but we know that sine and cosecant are reciprocals, so this with a cosecant here can be written this way. You can see that the derivative of cosine is minus sine. Derivative of sine is cosine, but that's a little bit tricky because it's under the radical. So let's let u equal to 1 plus cosine of x. So du would equal to, derivative of 1 is 0, and the derivative of cosine is minus sine of x. This will be dx. So now I can solve this for dx and make a substitution here, but I can also say, well, these two are actually multiplied, sine of x dx. So let's just go ahead and multiply both sides of this by a negative 1. I would put the negative over here. So this tells me that sine of x dx, that's just product here, would equal to minus du. So let's set up the integral then, and this will be the square root of 1 plus cosine of x, that's u, and I'm going to write that as u to the 1/2. And then I'll have the du here, then the minus, I'll put it out here. Then we can just integrate it with respect to u. So I add 1/2, or I add 1 I should say, to this 1/2 here. That'll give me 3/2. And then I divide the coefficient here, either a 1 or a negative 1 here, by 3/2, gives me a minus 2/3. Plus the constant of integration. And again, when you're using the u substitution, once you complete the integration with respect to u, you always go back to the original variable. So we have u equal to 1 plus cosine of x, so go 1 plus cosine of x here, and that's taken to the 3/2 power. I could write it as a radical and say this is going to be the square root of, and then the radicand would be cubed. But I just leave it in this form, plus the constant of integration. And again, if you have time on these, go ahead and check, practicing your derivatives. So 3/2 times the minus 2/3 gives me minus 1. Subtract 1 from this will give me the square root of 1 plus cosine of x. And then the derivative of the radicand, or the expression here, 1 plus cosine of x, will give me the minus sign. And I still have a negative here. Checks out with a positive sign of x. That's your solution. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.